Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Todd Chrisley says Kyle Richards is hot and wants to be on RHOBH. Todd Chrisley really wants to be best friends with Kathy Hilton. He told the Behind the Velvet Rope podcast he'd be great on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Todd has a very successful reality television show already following the shenanigans of himself and his children. It wouldn't be much of a stretch for him to go onto the Housewives franchise. The Chrisley patriarch loves drama and thrives on it. He's also into fashion and would match the stylish choices of a lot of the Beverly Hills leading ladies. Chrisley said he would be on RHOBH just to be Kathy Hilton's best friend. He joked, I feel like that she would probably leave Rick for me. He also thinks he'd get on well with Lisa Rinna and Erica Jane too. He said he's good friends with Lisa, and he loves Erica. Who does Todd Chrisley think he'd clash with? Todd Chrisley doesn't think he'd be best friends with everyone. That's often the case for those stars already on the show. Drama is a big part of the storylines and tension can get high between the castmates. According to page 6, he doesn't think he'd get along with Dorit Kemsley. Todd said, I think Dorit's fabulous, but I don't think anyone is ever going to think she is as fabulous as she does. While he thinks Kyle Richards is hot, he says they would argue too. He said it would be over the menagerie in her house. Todd doesn't have pets. According to People, Kyle has 5 dogs: Storm, Bambi, Romeo, Luna, and River. He continued gushing about Kathy Hilton. Todd Chrisley continued to share his love for Kathy Hilton while on the podcast. He said he only watched RHOBH because he loves Kathy and thinks Kyle is hot. Todd said they'd be friends because she has exquisite taste and a stunning home. Todd thinks she'd love his taste and his fashion sense as well. He also said that she believes her deceased mother is in the room with her, and he believes his deceased father is in the room with him. They have that in common. Fans are here for Todd going on the show. One fan shared the article on Twitter. She said, Todd Chrisley wants to join RHOBH cast. Yes Lord, let them. Bravo Andy, good TV. Todd likes all the reality television families and respects them because they do what he does. Read here about who his favorite Kardashian is. Read here about what his children think of him. In the ever-churning, dramatic world of reality television, a compliment can be a weapon, a joke a declaration of war, and a casual interview comment a prophecy. 2 years ago, the reality television landscape was briefly jolted by a headline that seemed plucked from a fever dream. Todd Chrisley, the famously particular and outspoken patriarch of Chrisley Knows Best, declared The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Kyle Richards hot, and threw his own name into the ring to join the legendary cast. While this news broke in February 2022, its implications, especially when viewed through the lens of everything that has happened since, are far more sensational and arguably more shocking today than they were upon first release. The original 2022 bombshell, Todd's RHOBH wish. The comments stemmed from an appearance on the Behind the Velvet Rope with David Yontef podcast, where Todd Chrisley was asked to weigh in on the Bravo universe. His response was typical Todd: equal parts effusive praise, sharp shade, and unapologetic self-interest. The hot compliment and the Kathy Hilton factor. The remark that truly went viral concerned the longest-serving Beverly Hills housewife, Kyle Richards. Chrisley confessed that one of the primary reasons he watched RHOBH was her. I only watch because I think Kyle Richards is hot and I love her sister Kathy. That's the only reason that I really watched that. This compliment, coming from a star of a rival reality empire, was a classic piece of cross-franchise reality TV gold. However, it was swiftly followed by a classic Todd Chrisley backhand, revealing a potential source of drama that would have made for an explosive season. Kyle and I would probably argue, because she has some menagerie of animals in her home and I don't. He was referring to Richard's well-known love for her pets, but the comment positioned him as a guaranteed antagonist to Kyle. This dynamic, compliment, admiration, then a declaration of war, is the very recipe for Real Housewives' success. Crucially, his true allegiance was revealed to be with Kyle's sister, Kathy Hilton, who was then in her friend of role. Chrisley expressed a desire to be best friends with Kathy Hilton, even joking that she would probably leave Rick Hilton for me. His reasoning for this immediate kinship was the Hilton matriarch's exquisite taste, and their shared spiritual belief in communicating with deceased loved ones. This immediately established a potential Chrisley-Hilton axis, which would have, by default, placed him at odds with Kyle, given their known on-again, off-again sister drama. The audition tapes. Who would he fight? Chrisley didn't stop there. He essentially gave an on-air audition, sketching out his potential storylines and who he'd befriend or feud with, a practice that has since become commonplace for reality stars eyeing a franchise leap. Allies: he named Erika Jayne and Lisa Rinna as cast members he believed he would mesh well with, noting, "I love Erika, and Lisa and I are good friends." This showed he understood the necessary political alliances of the show, aligning himself with the major power players of that era. Arch-nemesis: his chosen target for a major feud was Dorrit Kemsley. "I think Dorrit and I would probably be the ones that would fight, because I think Dorrit's fabulous, but I don't think anyone is ever going to think she is as fabulous as she does." This was a perfect dig. One that spoke to Dorrit's love for fashion and self-proclaimed fabulousness, while positioning Chrisley as the one to humble her. In 2022, this was simply entertaining celebrity gossip. A fun, what-if scenario that crossed the streams of the reality TV universe. But here's where the story pivots into a truly shocking contemporary narrative. The shocking present, a reality-shattering contrast. The world in which Todd Chrisley made these aspirational comments is fundamentally different from his reality today. The contrast between his playful addition and his current circumstances elevates the old quote from gossip to a dramatic, almost tragic, footnote in his family's saga. 1. The conviction and imprisonment, the ultimate reality check. Just months after his RHOBH interview, Todd and his wife, Julie Chrisley, were convicted in June 2022 of federal bank fraud and tax evasion charges. They began their combined 19-year prison sentences, later reduced, in January 2023. The contrast: the man who fantasized about trading quips with Lisa Rinna and shopping for designer goods with Kathy Hilton was instead stripped of his luxury, family, and freedom. The fabulous life he was auditioning to join became a stark juxtaposition to his real-life ordeal. His desire to be on RHOBH now reads like the final, extravagant burst of a lifestyle that was about to be irrevocably Kyle Richards' shattered. Own turmoil. The irony of the compliment. When Todd called Kyle Richards hot, she was still presenting a picture of a happily married woman, the bedrock of the RHOBH cast. Today, Kyle Richards is navigating the very public and dramatic implosion of her 27-year marriage to Mauricio Umansky. The irony: the star he complimented for being hot is now arguably living a more tumultuous and unpredictable life, the kind of genuine, painful reality that is often rumored to be fabricated for TV. If Todd were to join the show today, the dynamic would be completely different, with both stars having endured profound, life-altering, and very public emotional upheaval. His comments about her menagerie of animals would be forgotten in the face of her relationship struggles. 3. The Chrisley reality TV comeback, the ultimate plot twist. In a twist that only reality television could deliver, Todd and Julie Chrisley were granted full presidential pardons in May 2025 and released from prison. The family is now back on television with a new Lifetime docuseries, The Chrisleys, Back to Reality. The opportunity: the man who once dreamed of joining Bravo is now actively back in the business of reality television, using his own dramatic post-pardon story to command attention. This is the final shocking layer. Chrisley's life has delivered a more compelling and high-stakes storyline than any RHOBH casting director could have ever manufactured. The unlikely crossover: would Todd Chrisley fit on RHOBH today? Revisiting this 2022 comment is more than just a historical archive of celebrity gossip. It's a thought experiment. Given the events of the last few years, would Todd Chrisley actually be a good Real Housewife? Chrisley's 2022 RHOBH predictions real-life outcomes, and today's context wants to be BFFs with Kathy Hilton. Kathy and Kyle's sister drama is at an all-time high, with Kathy seemingly stepping away from the show. Todd's friendship would immediately be a huge liability in the Kyle/Kathy feud. Wants to fight with Dorrit Kemsley. Dorrit is now dealing with her own marriage struggles and the fallout from her relationship. A feud with Chrisley today would feel less like light-hearted shade and more like a heavy-handed attack on a woman in the middle of a major personal crisis. Aligns with Erika Jayne and Lisa Rinna. Lisa Rinna has since left the show, removing one of his key allies. Erika Jayne remains, but her storylines have shifted. His former alliances are now mostly defunct. Calls Kyle Richards hot. The nature of Kyle's marriage drama and her physical transformation post-separation make this compliment land with a completely different and potentially more controversial tone today. Conclusion: the shocking power of reality's evolution. The original story of Todd Chrisley's playful RHOBH audition was a fun, celebrity gossip-level event. It was about a star from one show making a pitch to another. The truly shocking element today is the tectonic shift in reality for everyone involved. Todd Chrisley's glamorous, curated world imploded under the weight of a federal conviction and a prison sentence. Kyle Richards' picture-perfect marriage, the rock upon which her housewife's persona was built, has publicly fractured. The man who wanted to be a real housewife ended up living a drama that makes any Bravo storyline pale in comparison. His 2022 comment serves as a bizarre and unsettling reminder of how quickly the opulent reality of celebrity can dissolve, revealing a far more intense and unpredictable truth. While Todd Chrisley has a new reality show to focus on, his desire to be on RHOBH remains a powerful, head-turning moment in reality TV history. A time capsule of the celebrity life he lost, and a sharp reminder that sometimes the unscripted reality off camera is the most shocking drama of all.